Hey, welcome to the Joy Compass with David Love. I'm an author, speaker, and content creator, and my work is all about increasing your happiness. Today, I'm talking about being an introvert, and I'm just gonna offer a kind of definition or a way of knowing whether you are an introvert or not, and then I'll talk a little bit about my own experience as an introvert. So, the best definition I've heard, or the best way of ascertaining whether or not you are an introvert that I know of, is to simply look at how you get energy. So, for example, let's say you're feeling tired, you're feeling a little low, and you need to recharge your batteries. Would you do that by being around other people, right? Or would you do that by having time to yourself? Which would work better for you? And for me, it's a no-brainer. It would be time on my own, maybe time in nature, going for a run, going for a walk, but it would be something that I would do on my own. That's what would work for me. I have some friends, for example, who are the opposite. They would want to hook up with a bunch of friends. They want to go out and do something. So what I've learned is that introverts, we are very sensitive to stimulation. And so being around big crowds, lots of people, can actually be quite draining. Like, I love people, and I love being around people, but I can only manage it for a certain amount of time, after which I just start to feel like a bit drained, and I kind of disconnect. And there were times in the past now I can totally see what I was doing. Like, I would just kind of cut off and create my own little world wherever I was. I'd pull out a journal and start writing, or do something. But this was before I understood I was an introvert. So now I just plan accordingly. Like, I found different ways to manage it. So if you're an introvert too, I don't know if you'll relate to this, but some of the things I do include arranging to go out with fewer people. So I prefer to meet people one on one, or maybe a few people rather than huge groups. Another thing I do is I carve out time to myself to think in my day. I take breaks, especially at work. There are times when I need to just get away and just find a little quiet space, even if it's for like 5 minutes. That does me the world of good. Other things include, let's say I'm going to a function. If it's a big function, a lot of times I find it easier if I get there early. Because once I get there early, I'm familiar with the space. Then other people are kind of coming into the space, and it's like I can manage that better. Whereas if I go there late and there's like tons of people and I've got to meet all these people and say hello, that's just like overload for me. So those are a few basic strategies, but I think it's just being true to yourself and honoring that. I used to, go to a lot of functions that I didn't even want to go to, and I used to feel bad because people would invite me to stuff and I just didn't really want to go, like, 'cause it's just too much. I find the quality of communication is so much higher when I meet people one to one or in smaller groups anyway. Like, I can have real conversations. I'm really, really bad at small talk. Like, I want to talk about real stuff. And I think the bigger the group is, a lot of times, the more superficial the communication is, and the more kind of like just, I don't know, I feel like the IQ just gets lower and lower the more people are around, man. And I find it hard to entertain that shit. So, I mean, like now, for perfect example, I'm at the beach, see the missus's sandals in the back. She's gone for a swim, and I'm just taking some time for me. I found a spot in the shade, recording a little video, and when I'm ready, I'll go down there and interact. But I don't second guess that anymore. There are still some times when I'm thinking, yeah, people must think you're weird because you're just like off on your own. But it doesn't stop me from getting what I need. So, whether you're an introvert or an extrovert, I say honor that. And if you have an introvert friend who you find it's difficult to get them to come out, and you're wondering why they never come out to do stuff, now you understand why. It's like there's this overstimulation thing we have a lot of times, and it can lead to us being in our own heads a little bit. But be patient with us because we're worth it. Okay, hope this is useful. Please do comment, share. I'm trying some proper guerrilla style filming on this one. I'm literally just holding the camera in my hand. But I want to play and experiment with different ways of making these videos. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Much love.